Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Srimad-Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, Chapter 7, Text 28. Sadurgyantokagra Vyalanishte Visayamrugatrusi Atmage Horubharo Dvanda Subhre Khalamurga Bhayesu Kodape Ajnasartho Padu Kasti Saranto Kodadati Kamupasusto. Please. Sadasyauchu Utpati Adhuniya Sarana Urukle Sadurganta Kogra Vyalanishti Visayamargatrusi Atma Gehoru Haraha Dvanda Subhre Khalamurga Bhayesu Kodape Ajnasartho Padu Kasti Saranto Kodadati Kamupasusto. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. The members of the assembly addressed the Lord, O exclusive shelter of all who are situated in troubled life, in this formidable fort of conditional existence of time element, like a snake is always looking for an opportunity to strike. This world is full of ditches of so-called distress and happiness. There are many ferocious animals always ready to attack. The fire of lamentation is always blazing, and the mirage of false happiness is always alluring. But one has no shelter from them. Thus, foolish persons live in this cycle of birth and death, always overburdened in discharging their so-called duties, and we do not know when they will accept the shelter of your lotus feet. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Persons who are not in Krishna consciousness are living in a very precarious life as described in this verse, but all these circumstantial conditions are due to forgetfulness of Krishna. The Krishna consciousness movement is meant to give relief to all these bewildered and distressed persons. Therefore, it is the greatest relief work for all human society, and the workers thereof are the greatest well-wishers, for they follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya with the greatest friend to all living entities. This verse speaks of this material world, conditional existence, how it is full of miseries. Those who are forgetful of Krishna, devoid of Krishna consciousness, they have been suffering here. They have been suffering here from time immemorial. So here in purposeful Prabhupada says, it's due to forgetfulness of Krishna. The Krishna consciousness movement is meant to give relief to all these bewildered and distressed persons. Therefore, it is greatest relief work for all human society. And the workers thereof are greatest well-wishers, for they follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the greatest friend of all living entities. In this material world, those who have forgotten Krishna, those devoid of Krishna consciousness, those who know only this body, many are there. They are engaged also in doing some good to this body, isn't it? That said, this is paropakar, this is doing good, isn't it? That is mercy also, they say. We show mercy. If we analyze this, we can find there are three types of mercy. Three types of mercy. Mercy shown to this gross body, sthula sharir. It is known generally as Satkarma or Punya Karma, pious activity. One person who is hungry or persons who are hungry, starving, cannot get food. So, some persons are there, some organization also there. They feed the hungry. Yes, isn't it? That's the humanitarian work. Doing good, showing mercy. Yes. And birth, death, old age, disease, the miseries are here. So all are diseased person. Everybody has disease. Do you understand? So persons, those are diseased, some acute disease, chronic disease. Poor man cannot spend money for his treatment. So some persons are there, they show mercy to that suffering or diseased person, make arrangements for free treatment. They open some hospitals, do you understand, where free treatment will be given. So they show mercy. That's also mercy. They give medicine, they make arrangements. Mother Teresa got Nobel Award for this, isn't it? Serving these patients, especially leprosy-affected patients. In material world, it is considered the very, very great work, noble work. Yes. So, mercy. You understand? She is awarded. Noble prize. And one may be thirsty, so give him water, quench his thirst. That's also mercy. A poor man who cannot afford warm clothing during this winter season, maybe suffering out of severe cold, so provide them, give them some warm clothing. Do you understand? That's also mercy. This is going on. And paropakar, doing good, yes. And what type of good it is? Mercy is shown to this body, gross body. Some are there, they open the educational institutions, impart education, free education. No fee will be demanded, free education. You understand? That's also mercy. Do you follow? And that is mercy to who? What type of mercy? And mercy is shown to the mind. Mind, monosamandhi, vidyadan, to make arrangement, free education. This is mercy. But mercy is shown to the soul, Atma. That means here Prabhupada says, the Krishna consciousness movement, why the jiva suffer? Because of this forgetfulness of Krishna. The Krishna consciousness movement is meant to give relief to all these bewildered and distressed persons. Therefore it is the greatest relief work for all human society. And the workers thereof are the greatest well-wisher. Who inculcate Krishna consciousness, who preach this science of Krishna consciousness, what mercy he is showing, what good he is doing. What good he is doing. Do you understand? What good he is doing is doing the real good, real welfare activity. As a result, if someone will develop Krishna consciousness, he will go back home, back to Godhead. He will never again come down to this material world, never accept another material body. Material body means there is birth, death, old age and disease, the affliction of three tapas. Adhyatmika, Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika. As long as one has not developed Krishna consciousness, especially complete Krishna consciousness, he cannot be delivered from this bodily bondage or mental bondage. You understand? Pritinna javan mai vasudevi na muchyate dehajogi na tavan. Fifth canto, this Bhagavatam says, Pritinna javan mai vasudevi na muchyate dehajogi na javan. As long as you have not developed priti, prema to Vasudeva Krishna, you cannot be delivered from this bodily bondage, material bondage. So, people of the Prabhupada Maharaj says this Krishna conscious movement, the Krishna conscious movement is meant to give relief to all these bewildered and distressed persons, because therefore it is the greatest relief work for all human society, and the workers thereof are the greatest well-wishers, for they follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya with the greatest friend to all living entities. His greatest Srudam Sarvabhutanam. Chaitanya is Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna says that thing, Bhagavad Gita, Srudam Sarvabhutanam is the only well-wishing friend of all living entities. And that Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who preached, who is Prema Purushottama, who gives Krishna Prema, who gives Krishna Prema indiscriminately, never discriminates. Utama Adhama Kichuna Vachilo, Jachi Dile Kokol, Kohi Premananda Imano Gourangi Huri Dhuriabon, never discriminates whether one is very elevated or most degraded. Without discrimination, he gives Krishna Prema. You understand? Because that is needed. That is needed, that is supreme Paramartha, Paramapurusartha, fifth Purusartha, Paramapurusartha or fifth Purusartha. Especially this rarely achieved human birth is meant for that. Labdha suduluvido bahusambhavante manusya marthada manitya vapi adhira. 11th canto, Bhagavatam says, Labdha suduluvido bahusambhavante. After undergoing lots of species, other than human species, one gets this rarely achieved birth, human birth, and temporarily given. Labdha is bahusambhavante, manusya marthada manitya, anitya. This is anitya, for a temporary period. You have been given this rarely achieved birth, human birth, but it is meant for Paramartha love, attainment of supreme artha. Above the four purusarthas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, these are four purusarthas. Above these four purusarthas, fifth purusartha is Krishna Prema Bhakti. That is Paramartha, that is Panchama Purusartha, fifth Purusartha. This, especially this rarely achieved human birth, is meant for that. Mahaprabhu gives that prema. Mahaprabhu gives that prema. Mahaprabhu, the well-wishing, greatest well-wishers, follow in the footsteps of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, greatest friend to all living entities. You follow? So this movement, Krishna conscious movement, is Mahaprabhu's movement. This is Mahaprabhu's movement, and the members of this movement society, they follow in the footsteps of Mahaprabhu. They develop complete Krishna consciousness, they get the mercy, they take shelter at the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu, and they get Mahaprabhu giving Krishna Prema. So, through chanting this holy name, Mukhya Pathe Jiva Pai, Krishna Prema Dhana, chief result of chanting this holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chief result, or if your chanting is offenseless, Niroparadhe Nam Loile Pai, Krishna Prema. If your chanting is offenseless, then you get Krishna Prema. Mahaprabhu is instantly giving. Therefore, we should follow in the footsteps and pray for the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Dear devotees of Mahaprabhu, Gaura Priyajanas, Acharyas are there. They have sung nice songs, begging for the mercy of Mahaprabhu. You understand? We sing those songs. Songs sung by Acharyas, Mahajanas. If you sing, offer prayer, so Lord will be very much pleased. Don't compose your own song. You are a conditioned soul. You are poor defects. Full of defects. Follow in the footsteps of Mahajanas. Mahajana Jena Gatasa Pantha. Follow in the footsteps of Mahajana, Sadhu Mahajana. They have already shown us the path. Our only business is that to follow in the footprints of Mahajanas. Narottam Das Thakur, Mahajana, Gaurapriyajana, they are devotee of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He has sung many songs, 9 songs, very nice songs. Bhaktivedanta Thakur also. They have sung very nice songs. The Mahajana, we should repeat that. Are bhai bhaja moro Gauranga Chorono. Are bhai bhaja moro Gauranga Chorono. Na bhojiya moinu dukhe dubi griho bisakupe. Na bhojiya moinu dukhe dubi griho bisakupe. Dagdha kailo e pancho purano. Dagdha kailo e pancho purano. Tapotrayo bisanole ahorniso hi ajole. Tapotrayo bisanole ahorniso hi ajole. Deho soda hoy ochetono. Deho soda রিপু বস ইন্দ্রিয় হইল গোরা পদ পাশরিল। রিপু বস ইন্দ্রিয় হইল গোরা পদ পাশরিল। বিমুখ ইল হেন ধন। বিমুখ হেন গৌর দয়াময়। ছাড়ি সব লাজ ভয়। হেন গৌর দয়াময়। লাজ ভয় কায় মনে লহরে শরণ। কায় মনে লহরে শরণ। পরম দুর্মতি ছিল তারে গোরা উদ্ধরিল। পরম দুর্মতি ছিল তারে গোরা উদ্ধারিল। তারা হইল পতিত পাবন। তারা হইল পতিত পাবন। গোরা দ্বিজ নটরাজে বান্ধ হৃদয় মাঝে। গোরা নটরাজে বান্ধ হৃদয় মাঝে। কি করিবে সংসার সমন। কি করিবে সংসার সমন। নরোত্তম দাস কহে গোরা সম কেহ নহে। নরোত্তম দাস কহে গোরা সম কেহ নহে। না ভজিতে দেহ প্রেম ধন। না ভজিতে দেহ প্রেম ধন। This is a song by Narottam Das Thakur says, Are bhai bhajamora gauranga charan. Oh my brothers, please chant, please sing the glories of Gauranga, sing the glories of the lotus feet of Gauranga. Na bhajya mainu dukhe dubi gruho vishakupe dagdha kailoi punchu puran. We have been suffering because we are not doing this bhajan of Gauranga charan, lotus feet of Gauranga. We are drowned here, we have been drowned here in dreadful ocean of materialistic existence, especially this grihanda kupa, this griha, this household life is like a deep dark well. I am fallen there and I have been drowned there. So my heart is always afflicted with three tapas, three types of heat. That is adhyatmika, adhidauvika, adhibhautika. Tapatraya, visanole, ohorniso hiyagale, day and night. Day and night my heart is burning out of these three types of heat, tapa, adhyatmika, adhidaivika, adhibhautika. Deha sada hoy achetana. Sometimes I feel as if unconscious, my body becomes unconscious. Ripu vaso indra hoilo, gora podo pasorilo, vimukha hoilo hena dhana. There are Ripu's enemies. There are enemies. This verse also says here, like a snake, the conditional existence, the time element like a snake, is always looking for an opportunity to strike. This world is full of ditches of so-called distress and happiness, and there are many ferocious animals, always ready to attack. Yes, always ready to attack in this bhava-sagara. This materialistic existence is compared to a dreadful ocean, materialistic existence. In the ocean, many ferocious animals. In the ocean you find many ferocious sharks are there, crocodiles are there, whales are there, and timingiras. Whales, timingiras. They are bigger ferocious animals than timi. Whale is a very big, great animal, huge animal. But more than that, is timingira who devours timi also. Devourer of whale, such are there in Sagara, ocean. And this is Bhava-sagara. This material existing material world is a ocean, a dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. There are such ferocious animals, this verse says. Ferocious animals always ready to attack. What are those ferocious animals? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moho, Mado, Mahasarya. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moho, Mado, Mahasarya. Lust, greed, anger, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moho, delusion, Mahasarya, enviousness. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moho, Mado, Mahasarya. Pride, arrogance, these are enemies. Ripu, do you understand? These are enemies. They are all feared in this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. Your so-called, kith and kin, in household life, family members, Bhagavatam says, Sojanakhya dasyu, they are plunderers. They are plundering you. But they go by the name of Sojan, kith and kin. Isn't it? Sojanakhya dasyu. Yes. They are dasyu plunderers. But they go on by the name kith and kin. Yes. It is said in the Vedic literature that Agastya Muni was there. And he drank only one handful of water. You understand? From this unlimited ocean there, this Sat Samudra, seven great ocean, Mahasagara. He drank only one handful of water and made the whole ocean dry up. What is that? What do you mean by that? Only drinking one handful of water, he made the whole seven great oceans dry up. What is that? What tattva is behind it? And there is instruction there. You are in this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. So many ferocious animals are there. Every moment they are ready to attack and you are also attacked. Suffering from time immemorial. So dry up this ocean. As Agastya Muni dried up, so you dry up. If the ocean is dried up, ocean will be dried up, then all ferocious aquatic animals will die. Isn't it? They cannot survive. They will die. Then you will be free from their attack. What is the tattva behind it? By drinking only one handful of water, it dried up these seven oceans. I say, this Bhava Sagara, this dreadful ocean of material existence, 6 types of enemies are there. Kam, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Moha, Matsarya. They are like sharks, crocodiles, sharks, whales, devourers, whales, like that. So, how can one dry up this dreadful ocean? Sadhu sangye Krishna katha ei matra chai sansar jinite ar kon vastu nai. Sadhu sangye Krishna naam, sadhu sangye Krishna katha ei matra chai sansar jinite ar kon vastu nai. Okay. To have sadhu sangha and hear Krishna katha and chant the holy name of the Lord in the association of sadhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If you do that, thereby you will be able to dry up this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. That you will be able to dry up this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. That is by drinking a handful of water. Agastya Muni dried up the 7 oceans. That is sadhu sangha. By sadhu sangha, what benefit is there? What will you get? Sadhu sangha hoy Krishna katha alapana. Sadhu sangha hoy Krishna katha alapana. Only Krishna katha is there in sadhu sangha, no other katha. No rajaniti katha, political topics related to sense gratification or anything else. That means by sadhu sangha will develop Krishna consciousness. Do you follow? If you do sadhu sangha, completely Krishna conscious person, thereby will develop Krishna consciousness. You can understand who are you, what's your real identity. Who are you? Everybody knows I am this body. Isn't it? The body is the self, not beyond body. You don't know anything beyond body. In a bodily platform, a bodily consciousness life. Therefore, the divide of Krishna consciousness, that is why he has been suffering. Yes, due to forgetfulness of Krishna. If you do sadhu sangha, sadhu means completely Krishna conscious. You understand, who has developed prema bhakti, who has achieved this supreme purusartha, 5th purusartha, that one Krishna. You understand? He knows. And if you associate with such sadhu or sadhu, you develop Krishna. You can understand, who am I? What is your real identification? Mahaprabhu says, Jiver Swarupa hoy Krishnir Nitya Das. Mahaprabhu says, Jiver Swarupa hoy Krishnir Nitya Das. This is your real identification. You are eternal servant of Krishna. But the conditioned souls here in the material world, do they know it? Do they know? They don't know. They don't know. You understand? If I ask, who are you? What will they say? What will they say? They will say, I am this and this, an American, born here in California or San Diego, my name is this and that, my father is this and that. Isn't it? Huh? He'll say this thing, isn't it? Material identification. Do you follow? But not real identification. I am soul, spirit soul, I am eternal servant of Krishna. He cannot say. Do you follow? Or he may say, I am king, Raja or Praja, citizen, I am poor, or a wealthy person, dhani, dukhi, I am distressed, happy, I am black or a white, American, Indian, Chinese, Japanese, African. May say this, isn't it? This is all bodily. But what is real identification? Jiver Swarupa hoy, Krishnir Nitya Das. The real Swarupa of Jiva is eternal servant of Krishna. By association sadhu you can understand who am I. Sadhu sange nija tattva avagata hana, nija tattva daniyar, sansar na chaay. Kenava bhojilu maya kore hai hai. Kenava bhojilu maya kore hai hai. Kende bole, ohe Krishna ami tava das. Tomar charana chhari hoinu sarvanas. If you come for sadhu sangha and hear from sadhu, then you can understand who are you. Oh, Ami Krishna Dasa. Then you can understand that I am eternal servant of Krishna. But have you become Krishna Das? Have you become Krishna Das? No. I have not become Krishna Das. What Das you are? Maya Das. You are Maya Das. Then you understand, oh, I am Krishna Das, but I have not become Krishna Das. So many lakhs of life I have already spent becoming Maya Das. Maya Das, isn't it? Sadhu sange nija tattva bhagato haro. Nija tattva daniyar sansara nachay. Kenava bhojilu maya kore hai hai. When he knows own tattva, so he develops detachment to this material world. Oh, why have I been serving Maya for so many lakhs of life? Alas, 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 why have I become Maya Das? I have not yet become Krishna Das. Then he says, alas, alas, hi. Why have I been serving Maya, getting so many losses from Maya? I have been suffering. Then he says, otherwise can't say. Kenava bhojilu maya kore hai. Then you will cry before Krishna. Ai nandatanuja kinkaram visamam patitam ma visame bhavam budau kripaya tava pada pangadasthita dhuli sadrusa vichintaya. Then he will say that thing. I will cry before coming to Krishna, crying. Ai nandatanuja kinkaram patitam me visame bhavam budau kripaya tava pada pangadasthita dhuli sadrusa. O Nanda Tanuja, son of Nanda Maharaj, I am your kinkar, I am your servant, but somehow I am fallen here in this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence and have been drowning from time immemorial. Please accept me as a speck of dust at your lotus feet, let your servant serve you. Then cry and say, hearing from sadhu, doing sadhu sangha, hearing from sadhu, when you can understand your own swarup, then you will develop detachment to this material world and say, alas, alas, why have I been serving Maya for so many lakhs of life? Then you come to Krishna and cry, oh, Krishna, I am your eternal servant, but I have forgotten you. Therefore I have been suffering here. Now I understand. Please accept me as a speck of dust at your lotus feet. Let your servant serve you. Do you understand? That is the purport of this chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Oh Hare, oh Krishna, oh Ram, please, I am your servant. Please, make me your servant. Please allow me serve your lotus feet. Let your eternal servant serve you. This is crying of the soul. Atma Krandan. The chanting Hare Krishna is the crying of the soul. This Atma Krandan. Understand me? Mahaprabhu is crying and chanting. Gauranga bolite hobe pulaka sariro. Gauranga bolite hobe pulaka sariro. Hari Hari bolite na yanubhave niro. Hari Hari bolite na yanubhave niro. Gauranga bolite hobe pulaka sarira. If you utter the name of Gauranga, your whole body will be ecstatic. The hairs on the body will be erected. Why? Cannot. Bolo. Why? Hari Hari bolite noyanubhave nira. He is Lord Hari. Gauranga is Lord Hari, Gaura Hari. But chanting name of Hari sheds tear. Isn't it? Chanting name of Hari sheds tear. Hari Hari bolite noyanubhave nira. He is teaching, practical teacher. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is practical teacher. Therefore we are singing this thing. You are singing this. Ripu baso indra hoilo gora podo pasorilo. Bimukho hoilo heno dhono. We are captured by these 6 types of enemies. Kam, Krodha, Lobha, Moho, Modam, Ascharya. Forgotten the lotus feet of Gauranga Gorapada. Completely forgetful of Krishna, that is deprived of Krishna consciousness. Do you understand? Therefore, we have been suffering. And Mahaprabhu came and chanting Hare Krishna, gives Krishna prema. Do you understand? Gives Krishna prema. That what is needed, supreme purusartha. That is this really achieved human body, birth is meant for that. By sadhu sangha, you can understand this thing. Therefore, Mahaprabhu says, Jiver Swarupa Hai Krishna Nityadas, that is Swarupa of Jiva, eternal servant of Krishna. By sadhu sangha, you can understand. Then you develop detachment. Why I have been serving Maya and suffering, then you come and cry before Krishna. Kende bole, Hey Krishna, ami tava das, tomar chana chhari hoinu sarvanas. Oh Krishna, I am your das, but I have not taken shelter at your lotus feet. I have not taken shelter at your lotus feet. Therefore, I have been suffering. Tomar chana chhari hoinu sarvanas. When he cries, says that thing, Krishna immediately understands. Now he is crying for me. You understand? Now he is crying. And Mahaprabhu himself is Krishna and Hari, but he is crying. Crying for Krishna, crying for Hari. Kende bole. Hari Hari bolya. Nayanu bhayanira. Sheds tears. And you have to cry for that. Unless you cry, how can you get Krishna? Those who have gotten Krishna, they have cried for Krishna. Dhruva cried. Billa Mangal Thakur cried. They got. Dhruva, 5-year-old boy. 5-year-old boy, Dhruva. Do you understand? When his stepmother insulted him, went to his own mother, Suniti Devi. Answer, yes, Lord Narayana's Kripa will be there. You'll get that chance. Where is that Narayana? Where is that Hari? Where is that Narayana? I must get it. The mother said, oh, I have heard great munis, rishis, they go to forest to do tapasya. I must go, I must go, I must go. I must do. Oh, you are a mere boy, what can you do? No, I must go, must get him. That is Dhruva, determination, strong determination. I must do this thing. By hearing from a sadhu, understand who am I? Oh, I am Krishna Das. But I have not yet become Krishna Das. Lots of life I have wasted becoming Maya Das. In very life I must become Krishna Das, I must become Krishna Das, I must become. Be determined. This is determination. Therefore name is Dhruva. Dhruva means very determined person. I must get. 5-year-old boy. So he cried. Where is that lotus-eyed Hari? Where is Kamalalocan Hari? Where is Kamalalocan Hari? Just crying. Got out of house. Went to forest. You follow? Crying is needed. This is Bhakti Yoga Dhana. This Vrindavan Das Thakur has said, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Dhana, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti ei Krishna Nama Smarana Kandana, Bhakti ei Krishna Nama Smarana Kandana. Chaitanya Bhagavata, Vrindavan Thakur says, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Dhana. The Bhakti Yoga is invaluable asset. What is Bhakti? Bhakti is Krishna Nama Smarana Krandan. Chanting, uttering name of Krishna and remembering name of Krishna, crying. That is Bhakti. Mahaprabhu is crying. Chanting the holy name, Hari, Hare Krishna, is crying. And teaching you practically, you cry. This chanting Hare Krishna, the Atma Krishna, is the crying of the soul. You follow? So, by sadhu sangha, you can, when you cry, then Krishna understands, now he is crying, how to get me. Then what happened? Krishna lena chissakti rabala, maya hoy durbala. Maya ke pichane rakhi, Krishna pane chai. Maya ke pichane rakhi, Krishna pane chai. Bhajite se Krishna pad padma paaye. Bhajite Krishna pad padma paaye. When he understands this thing, I am Krishna Das, then he cries. Cries. Maya ke pichone rakhi, Krishna pane chai. Then he said, you Maya, get out, you ugly witch Maya, get out, kicks Maya. Pushed her back, and looks forward, looks at Krishna, not looking back to Maya. Isn't it? But Maya is very powerful. Oh, Vaishnavananda, you are getting out my laps. For so many lakhs of life, I have given you shelter at my such nice lap, thorny lap. Not lap of the soft petals of roses, thorny lap, Maya's lap. Now getting out, Maya becomes furious. Maya allures in so many ways. He says, here the fire of lamentation is always blazing and mirage of false happiness is always alluring. Maya's allurement comes. Yes, Maya's allurement comes. Always alluring. What allurement? Maya appears. Very beautiful maiden form. Putting on nice sari. Yes, decorated with nice ornaments. Lipstick. Red lips, laughing. Nice flower garland. Nice flower garland in her hand. Tinkling sound, nupur, with a nice flower. You hearing from Sadhguru, looking at Krishna now. Maya, hey, calling you. Vaishnavananda Runjhum. Then looking back to Maya. Then Guru says, hey, look at there. Prabhupada said, look at that. Maya. But no looking back. No more. If you are looking back, finished. Understand? Your position is like that. Huh? No determination. You are not determined as Dhruva. Huh? Weak fellow. And you have no strong faith in Sadhu Guru's words. Shraddha, Druda Shraddha. You should develop strong faith, unflinching faith, not soft faith. Some faith, but not strong, soft. Maya will break it. Do you follow? Maya ke pichone rakhi, Krishna paane chahe, bhajite Krishna paad padma paye. Pushing back Maya, get out Maya from here. Not looking back. Then he engages himself in Krishna bhajan under the guidance of accepting Sadhu Guru, engages in Krishna bhajan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Then he gets the lotus feet of Krishna. Do you follow? This is by sadhu sangha. You will be able, that is by drinking one handful of water, Agastya Muni dried up the 7 oceans. This is sadhu sangha. By sadhu sangha you will be able to dry up this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. Strike you, now they will attack you. They die. Follow me? Then Mahaprabhu gives this. Through chanting Krishna Prema. When this ocean is dried up, the ferocious aquatic animals, sharks, crocodiles, whales, devourer whales are all such type of enemies. They are all die. Then what will you get? What will you get? Bolo. What will you get? When ocean dries up, ferocious aquatic animals die, then what will you collect? Treasure. That is Krishna Prema. Understand? That is Krishna Prema, invaluable asset, dharna. That is dharna. Invaluable asset, Krishna Prema. One of the, what's a synonym? Pratisabda? One of the synonyms of Sagara is Ratnagarbha, Ratnakara. In Sanskrit dictionary you'll find. One of the synonyms of the Sagara, ocean, is Ratnagarbha or, do you understand? What do you say? A treasure house of Ratna, invaluable gem, or Ratnakara, is known as Ratnakara. Do you understand? You will get that Ratna. Do you follow? If you dive deep, go deepermost region of ocean, then you can collect invaluable gem. Some divers are there, they dive very deepermost region to collect mukta. Mukta Uttaran, Ivory Coast is there. Pearls, isn't it? They divers, they go very deep and collect. If you cannot dive, deepermost region, you just float in the surface of the water, what will you collect? You will collect peace only. You will collect peace. Those who cannot dive deepermost region, deepermost, on the surface, they collect peace. But is Ratnakara, the Sagara, ocean, is Ratnakara is the reservoir of invaluable gem. If you can dive, go deepermost region, then you can collect. You are not a diver, you cannot dive deepermost. What to do? Dry up it. Like Agastya Muni, by drinking one handful of water, dried up. That is by sadhu sangha, you can dry up it. And the ocean is dried up, all aquatic animals, ferocious animals are died, then you can very easily collect invaluable gem, that is Krishna Prema. Understand? That invaluable gem is Krishna Prema, Apurva Ratna, Krishna Prema. So, Mahaprabhu and dear devotees of Mahaprabhu, they give this chance to you. Do you understand? They give this chance to you. how you can get this invaluable gem. Therefore it says, Hena Gaura Dayamayo Chadi Sava Laj Hoyo Kamane Lohre Sara. Wonderfully merciful is Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Give up your fear, give up your all shyness, shame, completely, what is a Kaya Manavakya, body, mind and speech, completely take shelter. Paramadurmati chilo, tare gora uddharilo, tare helo potito pavano. Most degraded, most sinful person, jagai malhai. Do you understand? Mahaprabhu patito pavano, deliverer of the most degraded, sinful persons is patito pavano. Mahaprabhu's mercy is wonderful mercy. He showered his wonderful mercy on them, and they become delivered. Do you understand? They become sadhus. Do you understand? It's so merciful. It's Gauranga. Gauradijan ataraje bandha hrudaya maje ki koribe sansar sama. So, put Gauranga Mahaprabhu Sachinandana. Spuratuna, hrudaya puratuna, Sachinandana. Let that Sachinandana Gaurahari, son of Sachimata Gaurahari, be manifest in my heart. Keep that Gaurahari in your heart. What this dreadful ocean of material existence do to you? What the Jamrahas will do to you? Nobody can do anything to you. One who has gotten the mercy of Gauranga, Narottama Dasa kohe Gaurasamo keho noy. Na bhajite deo premadhan. Narottama Das Thakur says, nobody is as merciful as Gauranga. Nobody can be compared with Gauranga. Gaurasamo keho noy. Nobody is equal to me. Nobody will be no avatar will be compared to him. Do you understand? Because with mercy of Gaura, you can get prema dhana. Nobody gives Krishna prema. Nama Mahavadanyaya, Krishna prema pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya namne, Gaura Tuise nama. This pranam mantra, Srila Rupa Goswami offers. Mahavadanya, most munificent incarnation, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, who gives Krishna prema indiscriminately. Dvipala is an invaluable treasure. So Mahaprabhu's daya. What is Mahaprabhu's daya? The daya, mercy, Gaura Priyajana, the dear devotees of Mahaprabhu and members of this Krishna conscious movement, this Mahaprabhu's movement. Prabhupada says, and this Krishna conscious movement is meant to give relief to all these bewildered, distressed person. Therefore it is the greatest relief work for all human society, and the workers thereof are greatest well-wishers. Yes. What? Humanitarian work, what they are giving? What the others give? Somebody may be feeding the hungry person, satisfying the hunger, or quenching the thirst. You understand? May be making some nice arrangement of the treatment to disease of person patient, like Mother Teresa, or maybe opening so many educational institutions to give free education. So they are doing good, showing some mercy to this body and mind. But as long as you have this material body, birth, death, old age and disease are there, isn't it? You cannot be free from it. As long as the little body is there, you cannot free from the affliction of three tapas, Adhyatmika, Adhidayvika, Adhibhautika, as long as material body is there. But leaving one material body, you get another. Isn't it? Do you understand? Unless you develop Krishna consciousness, complete Krishna consciousness, unless you develop this, get this Krishna prema, this supreme Purusartha, do you understand me? Pritinna javan mai vasudevena muchyate dehajogena savan, as long as you have not developed priti, prema, to Krishna, Vasudeva, you cannot be delivered from this bodily bondage or material bondage. That Param Purusartha, Supreme Purusartha, Krishna Prema, fifth Purusartha is needed. And Mahaprabhu gives. The one who shows this mercy, one who does this good, what good he is doing? No more material body. Go back home, back to Godhead. Isn't it? No more material body. No more suffering, no more birth, death, old age and disease. Go back to the kingdom of Lord, which is Sachidanandamaya Dham. Isn't it? One who does this What say, paropakara, humanitarian work, what he does, what the others do. Mahaprabhu's daya, amandodoyo daya, amandodoyo daya. But the daya shown by others, materialistic persons, that is daya. But consequence is manda, mandodoyo daya. Understand my language? That daya is mandodoyo daya, whereas Mahaprabhu's daya is amandodoyo daya. My language you understand? No, deaf. Are you deaf? Are Baba, the persons who feed the hungry person, satisfy the hunger, quench the thirst, gives the warm clothing to the suffering person, those who are suffering out of bitter cold, biting cold, making iron, opening hospitals, hundreds, thousands of hospitals, making arrangement of free treatment of the patients. They are showing daya. What daya? Temporary daya for temporary body and mind. Isn't it? But can they deliver a person from the fort of Durga Devi, from this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence? Again another metal body. Again birth, death, old age, disease is there. Again eating, sleeping, defending, mating is there, demand of metal body is there. So, understand me? That daya produced what? It produced bad, evil. Again, another metal body means manda. Understand my language? Another metal body means manda, evil, bad. So, that daya produced manda, evil. Therefore, mando doya daya. But Mahaprabhu's daya, no more rebirth. Isn't it? One who develops complete Krishna consciousness. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Janmam karmam chame divyam evam joviti tattataha tektva deham punar janma naiti mangeti Arjuna. Isn't it? One who knows being tattva and develops complete Krishna consciousness, understands being tattva, understands who is he, who is God, Supreme Lord, what is his eternal relationship with him. He'll go back home, back to Godhead. He'll never, no rebirth, he'll never come back here. No rebirth, no material birth, no material body again. Then, if you develop complete Krishna consciousness, develop Krishna, the Mahaprabhu gives Krishna prema, go back home, back to Godhead. Then what daya? Is no manda, no material existence again, no material body again, no suffering again, no hunger, thirst again, no disease again, no old age again, no death again. Then this is amanda daya daya. Daya shown by Mahaprabhu or Gaura Priyojana is such daya that no evil will be produced, no bad will be produced. Understand? But daya shown by others, evil is produced. Again another metal body means again suffering. Understand? What Mahaprabhu's daya. Therefore it said, and the person, therefore, it is greatest relief work for all human society, and the workers thereof are the greatest well-wishers, for they follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya, who is greatest friend to all living entities, to preach the science of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Founder-Acarya, the society, our revered spiritual master, named this society, Society for Krishna Consciousness. Society for Krishna Consciousness. This is very significant. Why Krishna Consciousness? Because Krishna Consciousness is the boon. To develop complete Krishna Consciousness is the goal of our life. You understand? He really achieved human birth. Thereby, no more suffering, no rebirth. Go back home, back to Godhead. That is Krishna Consciousness. So those who join here, you see, I say, this Krishna consciousness movement is meant to give relief to all these bewildered, distressed persons. The greatest relief work for all human society. And the workers thereof are the greatest well-wishers For they follow in the footsteps of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with the greatest friend of all living entities. Huh? Do you follow? What they do? What the members of Krishna Consciousness Society do? What they do? Huh? What are they doing? Huh? What are they doing? Bolo? Preaching the science of Krishna consciousness, speaking Krishna Katha. Isn't it? Sadhu Sangha, giving opportunity for these distressed people, suffering people. Opportunity of Sadhu Sangha. Isn't it? Opportunity of Sadhu Sangha. They are giving this opportunity of Sadhu Sangha, Krishna Katha. Because this Krishna Katha, Sunatang Sokatha Krishna, Punya Sravana Kirtana, Hudyastho hi abhadrani, Vidhunati Srut Satang. Sunatang Sokatha Krishna, Punya Sravana Kirtana, Hudyastho hi abhadrani, Vidhunati Srut Satang. Isn't it? How can one cleanse the heart? The dirt accumulated in your heart. Do you understand? The dirt accumulated, the contamination, they are filthy things accumulated in your heart. How can be cleansed? Is there any way, any means, any material scientist has discovered anything? They have all discovered external things. You may clean your body. How can clean the heart? Sunatang Sokatha Krishna, Punya Sravana Kirtana, Hudyastho hi abhadrani, Vidhunoti Srut. If you come for Sadhu Sangha, come to this society for Krishna Consciousness, gives opportunity to one and all to hear Krishna Katha. Do you understand? There are sadhus traveling throughout the world, speaking Krishna Katha, preaching the science of Krishna Consciousness, giving that opportunity of Sadhu Sangha and to hear Krishna Katha. You understand? Sadhu Sangha Krishna Katha hi matra chai. Sansar jinte ar kon bostu nahi. Only one thing needed. This is the only one, but it's a boon you must ask for. You understand? You must ask for only one boon. What is that? Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kimudasisa. Prachetas. Do you follow Prachetas? Don't know? They, by the order of their father, they went to do tapasya, isn't it? Hundreds of years, standing in the water, under very severe austerity and tapasya. Then Lord Vishnu became pleased. Then he appeared before them. Lord Vishnu said, all right, ask for the boon, what you want. What boon they asked for? Tulayam alavena api na sargang na punarbhavam. Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kimutasisa. They said this thing. Oh Lord, do you understand? Here the Sadasyas, the assemblies of that assembly, that Dakshajagya, assembly, are offering prayer to Bhagavan Vishnu, who had appeared there, isn't it? Is their prayers. So they asked for that. Tulayam lavenapi na surgam na punarbhavam. Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kimutasisa. O Lord, we are residents of this Martyapura. Understand Martyapura? Material world, where there is birth and death. Janama mrityu ache. Understand me? This is Martyapura. We are residents of this Martyapura. Material world, where there is birth and death. What asisa, what boon is there for us? Only one boon, Bhagavad Sangi Sangha, association with Bhagavad Bhakta, Vaishnava Sadhu. Sadhu Sangha is the only boon. Understand? Tulayama lavenapi na sargam na punarbhavam. Even a movement's association with the pure sadhu, one will derive such benefit and result, it cannot be compared to the attainment of heavenly planet. Do you understand? Na sargam na punarbhavam. Do you follow? Cannot be compared to the attainment of heavenly planet, higher planetary systems, or merging into Brahman. Cannot be compared. Such attainment benefit is there, result, fruit is there. What is that? You'll develop complete Krishna consciousness. You'll come to this path of devotional service, bhakti patha. You'll be engaged in the loving service to the lotus feet of Krishna. You'll, situated in your, constitutional position, Nitya Krishna Das. Thereby, bhajite Krishna pada padma. Then get the lotus feet of Krishna fixed there, which is the only shelter. Lotus feet of Krishna is the only shelter. Do you follow? No other shelter is there. No other shelter is there. That is the only shelter. This is lotus feet of Krishna. Here he says. Here is that. The fire of lamentation is always blazing. Mirage of false happiness is always alluring. But one has no shelter from them. Do you follow? But one was taken shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. Beautiful lotus feet of Krishna. This fire of lamentation cannot burn him. Understand? And the mirage of false happiness cannot allure him. Understand? Cannot allure him. Such is Abhaya Charana Aravinda. Lotus feet of Krishna is what? Abhaya Charana Aravinda. There is no fear. Fearlessness. Bhaktivedanta Thakur's Sonagati has written, Ashoko bhayo amrutero sthalo tomar charana doyo. Ashoko bhayo amrutero sthalo tomar charana doyo. Tahate khonu visramu lobhiya Chadinu bhavero bhoyo. Tahate khonu visrama laviya Chadinu bhavero bhoyo. Atma nivedana tuya pade kari hoinu parama sukhi. Atma nivedana tuya pade kari hoinu parama sukhi. Amar dukha dure gelo চিন্তা না রহিল চৌদিকে আনন্দ দেখি আমার দুঃখ দূরে গেল চিন্তা না রহিল চৌদিকে আনন্দ দেখি Mahajan Acharya, Vaishnava Acharya, Bhaktivedanta Thakur is known as considered as seventh Goswami. Atma nivedana tuyapade kari hoinu parama sukhi. Amar dukkho dure gelo. Chinta na rohilo. Chaudhary Ananda dekhibo Lord. Now taking shelter at your lotus feet, completely surrendered unto your lotus feet. All my distress and happiness are gone. Dukkha dure gelo. Chinta na rohilo. All my anxieties are gone. Yes, no more anxiety. But previously, so much anxiety. I had so much anxiety. Kemane or jiva artho dosa kise paap. Kanya putra vivaho kemane sampadivo. Isn't it? Always thinking, how can I earn money, more money, brighter than sunshine, sweeter than honey? Such anxiety, because so many demands are there. Money is required, yes. Do you understand? So many heavy taxes I have to pay. Nice house, palatial, building, electric arrangement, electronic arrangements, air condition, car, AC car, that car, modern invented car, such. Then heavy tax, more money. Are you paying tax for sunlight? Are you paying tax for sunlight? Or are you paying tax for this electricity? Isn't it? More money. Kemane or jiva. How can I earn? More money. Demand. Heavy demand. Increasing day by day. How can I maintain myself and my livelihood? Maintain my family? Yes. Such anxieties. Day and night I can sleep at night. Now, Atma nivedana tvaya pade kari hoinu parama sukhi. আমার দুঃখ দূর হয়ে গেল, চিন্তা না রহিল, চৌদিকে আনন্দ দেখি। ও লর্ড, now completely taking shelter at your lotus feet, beautiful lotus feet, complete surrender to your lotus feet, all my unhappiness gone, all my anxiety gone. Do you understand? Wherever I look, I see all rejoicings, no suffering, no distress. How is it? How is it, Baba? No suffering, all rejoicing. One who sees the lotus feet of Krishna, beautiful lotus of Krishna, there is no suffering. Do you understand? Suchidanandamoy, there is no suffering, all rejoicing. Such a surrender, so premi bhakta. Jahan netra pade, tahan Krishna spure. Wherever he looks, he sees beautiful form of Shyam Sundar. Premi bhakta. Bhakta ama preme bandi ache hudaya bhitare. Jahan netra pade, tahan dekho ye amare Chaitanya Satsang. That premi bhakta has bound me up in his heart with the rope of love. Mahaprabhu gives that prema. And wherever he looks, he sees me, all beautiful form of Shyama Sundara. This is complete Krishna consciousness. This is complete Krishna consciousness. Jamang pasyati sarvatra sarvanchamai pasyati tasyam na pranasyami satamya na pranasyati. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said. What is complete Krishna consciousness? What is that? And this Krishna consciousness movement, Mahaprabhu's movement, what is that? What is giving? He says, great relief, give relief to all bewildered and distressed persons. This is the greatest relief work for all human society. The members of this society, therefore, thereof are the greatest well-wishers. Greatest well-wishers. What they are giving? No more suffering, no distress, no anxiety. Completely surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna, completely surrender unto the holy name. Develop Krishna prema. Then you will be able to bind Krishna in your heart. Bhaktama preme bandhiya che hudaya vida. Jahan netra pade, tahan dekho ye amare. Wherever he looks, he sees me, sees Krishna. Jamang pasyati sarvatra, sarvanchamai pasyati. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, he is not out of my sight, I am not out of his sight. He sees Krishna. Krishna is Sachidanandamaya, Sanmaya, Chinmaya, Anandamaya. So only Ananda, blissfulness is there, no suffering. You understand? Therefore Bhaktivedanta Thakur says, Amar dukkha dur hoi gelo, chinta na rahilo, chaudike ananda dekhi. All my suffering gone, distress gone, no anxiety, all anxiety gone. All direction I see, all rejoicing, blissfulness only, because he sees beautiful form of Shyama Sundara. This is complete Krishna consciousness. Abhaya, Asoko, Abhaya, Amrutera sthala, Tumar Saranadaya, Tahate Khono Visram Labhya, Charinu Bhaver Bhaya. O Lord, your true lotus feet is such. Is Abhaya Arvinda, Asoko, Abhaya. There is no lamentation, there is no fear, there is no death. A place of deathlessness, fearlessness. Do you follow? Such Abhaya Arvinda, lotus feet of Krishna is such place. No fear, no lamentation, no death. No fear, no lamentation, no death. Do you understand? One becomes deathless. Birth, death, old age, disease, these are sufferings here. One who takes shelter there is free from all this suffering. Place of deathlessness, place of fearlessness, no lamentation. Also, who gives this? These members of Krishna Consciousness Society. This says, the great relief. All these bewildered and distressed persons, therefore the greatest relief work for all human society. Develop complete Krishna consciousness. See Krishna everywhere. See how everything, your body is related to Krishna. One relationship and no more suffering. This is the mercy of Mahaprabhu. This is the mercy of Gaura Priyajana, dear devotee of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Otherwise you cannot develop Krishna consciousness. They move, wander, travel throughout the world and preach Krishna Katha. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavividitam karma sapaham Sravana Mangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Gunanti Te Bhuridadana. 10th canto Srimad-Bhagavatam. Understand? No! Depth. Why open your ear? Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavividitam karma sapaham Sravana Mangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Gunanti Te Bhuridadana. Here Prabhupada says, what they are doing? They are greatest well-wishers. What they are giving? Nobody gives such thing. Isn't it? Bhuridadana. Oh Lord, oh Krishna, your Kathamruta, your nectarian Katha. Nectarian Krishna Katha. Your nectarian Katha is a soothing balm to the afflicted heart. Tapatrayana modana. Those who are when afflicted with three tapas, Adhyatmika, Adhidaivika, Adhibhautika, burning. Burning heart. Burning. Life is burning. This soothing balm. Do you understand? Understand? It extinguishes this burning sensation. Your Kathamrita, oh Krishna, your such nectarian Katha, Tatta Jivan. Kavi Virditam. Who speaks Krishna Katha? Oh, Sadhu, pure devotee of Krishna, Premi Bhakta, understand? No material desire, no desire for material enjoyment, no desire for liberation. Do you understand? Bhavatad bhakti rahe tuidoi. Life after life. Let me develop this unalloyed devotion unto you. Serve your lotus feet, O Krishna. This is nice. Nibruta tarsir upagiyo manat bahu sodhat sutra manobhinamat kauttama shloka gunanubadat puman vidat vina kospunat. 10th canto. Who sings? Who speaks? Who is that sadhu who speaks such nectarian Krishna Katha? Nibruta tarsir. No desire, who has no desire for material enjoyment, no desire for material liberation, only one desire, bhavatad bhakti rahe tuidoi. Do you understand my language? Na dhanam, na dhanam, na sundarim kapitam va, jagadisha kamai, mama janmani sware, bhavatad bhakti rahe tuidoi. Mahaprabhu is teaching. One was accepted and practicing in his life is embodiment of this verse. With an embodiment of this verse. Understand my language? He speaks Krishna Katha. Nectarian Krishna Katha. Pure Krishna Katha. The soothing balm is afflicted life. Afflicted heart. Kavi Veditam Kalmasabham. Hearing such Krishna Katha, all your kalamasa, all your sinful reactions are immediately destroyed. Heart is cleansed of all contaminations, material dirt, Sravana Mangalam. By hearing such Krishna Katha, all sorts of auspiciousness is there, nothing inauspicious. Sravana Mangalam, Srimad-Bhagavatam, Krishna Katha, it is, what do you say, invested with such spiritual strength, energy. Do you follow? Spiritual energy. Srimad-Bhagavatam. Sadang prasangan mama virja samvido bhavanti hrutakarna rasayana katha tajjasanat asu apavarga vartmani sradha ratir bhaktir anukramisyati. 3rd canto Bhagavatam Kapladeva Bhakti Sambhada. Sadang prasangan mama virja samvido. Sadang means devotees, Vaishnavas. Those are embodiment of Bhagavata, Bhakta Bhagavatas. They speak such pure Krishna Katha, Prasangan, Sadam Mama Virja Samvido. It is such powerful. Do you understand? Such powerful energy. Not with such spiritual energy. Do you follow? Speak like a lion, roaring like a lion, not speaking mew, 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 like mew, mew, mew as a cat. No. roaring like a lion. It's so. Spiritual strength is generated, energy generated. Mama virja samvita, therefore the Srimad-Bhagavatam, bhuvi gunanti te bhuridadana. Those who speak in this material world, Krishna Katha, preach this science of Krishna Consciousness, they are bhuridadana. What they are giving, their contribution to the world is incomparable, incomparable, incomparable. Understand? This is Krishna Consciousness. This member of this Krishna Consciousness, therefore Prabhupada says, the Krishna Consciousness movement is meant to give relief to all these people that are distressed persons. Therefore, it is the greatest relief for all human society. Workers thereof are the greatest well-wishers. What they are giving, their contribution is incomparable, incomparable. Nobody contributes such thing. You understand? So, thank you very much. Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki jai, Bhagavata Kathamrita ki jai, Bhagavata Katha Pipasu Bhakta Jana Brunda ki jai, Gaur Premanande.